Hello and welcome to another Win Daily Show. Pretty soon we're going to be calling this the Mitchell and the Michael Show. My name is Michael Raziel. I got my buddy Mitchell Tennis here, and we are talking the 7:31 slate that locks in a little under an hour now, 6:06. So we're locking in a little bit. Mitchell, how you feeling tonight, bud?
We're good. We got a full day of sports today, basketball all day. Now we're ready to grind some MLB, and we got some pitchers here to pick.
We're gonna get it, man. I've been watching basketball all day, so it's been absolutely fantastic. I've been loving it since 2:30. That first game sucked, but man, I'll take that over no sports. So it is what it is. And as you were right, I think we were pretty good to fade most of that game too. If you guys were paying attention to the show,
Yeah,
Mitchell and I did last night as well. But hey man, it's MLB time. We're gonna grind it. We're gonna have some fun with it. So let's just hop right in. We spoke about this last night on the podcast. You can get the podcast the night before, where it's just a very quick overview. Mitchell and I have been doing them recently, where it's just, hey, these are some things to pay attention to. Hey, these are some stacks that we're gonna, look at a little bit. Now that we have some more information, we know who's pitching, we know what's happening a little bit better. Now we can really start to build these lineups a little bit. And as we talked about last night, Blake Snell is definitely the best pitcher on the slate, but unfortunately, the news came out that he's only pitching about 2 to 4 innings. So while we saw the other night, Tyler Glasnow, also of the Rays, go out, pitch 4 innings, and have like 9 Ks, there's too many other good pitchers on this slate to kind of hope and pray that Blake Snell does something like that, unfortunately. So, especially at the highest price over here on DraftKings, we'll check out FanDuel in a little bit. Probably not going to the place we're going to go, but Mitchell, let's put something together quick. Who are a couple of the pitchers that you're really liking today with their matchups and with their pricing that we can maybe start to build something out for the people?
yeah. I'm gonna X off probably top two pitchers here,
Hmm.
and then Clevenger would be the highest price I go. But my two main guys are probably going to be Lance McCullers at 9K with the Mike Troutless Angels,
Ah,
and Luis Castillo somehow at 8,000 when Trevor Bauer was priced at 10.5.
yes. Yes.
So
That
yeah,
was
those are
also something. Yeah. That last night we had Trevor Bauer on the slate and everything got moved over a little bit. So yeah, if Luis Castillo is coming in at 8K, what he did going up against the Tigers. I know the Tigers offense didn't look absolutely dreadful against the Royals, but that's against the Royals. Luis Castillo is one of the better pitchers in the National League. If you can grab him at 8K, I think this is a pretty fun place to start. Lance McCullers, man, 2018 was a while ago, but damn, he was good, and he looked real good in his last start too. So hopefully he can ride that momentum a little bit. But a couple of the other there's a few other pitchers here that we're definitely going to be looking at just in case. You know,
yeah.
we talked a little Dallas Keuchel last night. We talked a little Garrett Richards, but that's in Chicago, so probably not leading there. And of course, everybody, our favorite Alex Cobb, all the way down there at 4K. I mean, if you can get you 15 points, any of the stacks you want, you can make. But going with these two guys here, as you said, kind of, we could definitely go, little Mike Clevenger. I don't think anyone's going to get angry at you there. Sean Manaea going against the Seattle Mariners, also a pretty solid spot. Even Mike Minor, honestly, against
Yeah.
the Giants isn't too bad. But I really like those two pitchers that we stuck with there. So with that in mind, we got two dudes that are going to throw the ball. We didn't pay, $1 million. It's not like we're paying 20K for pitching. Obviously, we're paying up 17, but there's still a couple bucks left to be had. Who is the one stack that you're really, really looking to have a lot of shares of tonight?
Really, it's going to be both Chicago's probably for me.
Yeah.
The White Sox are facing a lefty, uh, um, KC lefty who hasn't
Yes.
seen above single A baseball yet.
Yeah. It's a
And
nice place
we've
to start.
got just some mashing righties on the Chicago team. Encarnacion's not playing, but you got Abreu, really nice price, 4,200.
Hmm.
Nick Madrigal's playing tonight at 28.
Yeah, that'll be
There's
cool.
always stolen base upside there. Moncada's 44. Tim Anderson's only 4K. Uh, Eloy Jimenez, Luis Robert, 4K and 3,900. I mean, this is a great stack. It's going to allow you to save some money as well. It's not going to cost you outrageous amount. You can still get your Charlie Blackman, Stanton, Betts,
Hmm.
Bellinger. You can
Hmm.
still get all them guys in there with these pitchers in the stack with the White Sox.
Yeah, and I think, again, if you're gonna play with the Chicago stack, I would play around with it a little bit. Obviously, right here we have 9123. I know Ghost is a big fan of those wraparounds. We also threw Luis Robert in there because he's got the power. He's got the speed. That dude can literally do anything. So hopefully he becomes one of the better players in the major leagues. And, the White Sox can come back to prominence and our good friend Nick at Sticks Picks can be happy again. But until then, we'll take them at as cheap of prices as you're going to get. I think with the rookie coming up, how do you say it? Magrill?
Madrigal, Nick Madrigal.
Madrigal. That's a pretty sweet last name. But yeah, dude is one of the bigger prospects in the MLB. I think he was the fourth pick in the 2018 draft, if I'm not mistaken. So he's not messing around. So it should be a lot of fun. And as you can see, if you do go with those two pitchers, again, we're not paying down. We're paying 9K and 8K. But I think Luis Castillo at that price is incredible. And Lance McCullers, I think, is overall good as well. And as you said, Mike Troutless Angels, I think that's a very important piece. Mike Trout is away due to the birth of his first child. Shout out to him. And we are also just going to pretty much ignore what Rob Manfred came out. We don't really want to bring that up, the fact that MLB might shut down because so many of these players. One thing I will say, though, and it's surprising it hasn't happened yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it does come down. The Twins were the last team to play the Cardinals. The Cardinals just had 2, I think, positive cases.
Yep.
So how this game has not stopped yet is very confusing to me. Baseball comes out and it's just like, hey, we're going to shut down baseball if you guys don't figure it out. Well, this is one way to figure it out. You don't let these two teams play. Now, it sucks for the slate, but for the sport overall, because what happens if one of those Twins players is testing positive? They go out there, get one of the Cleveland players testing positive. Then at that point, you have 6 teams, 7 teams that have potential, if not actual positives, and then baseball gets shut down. So kind of stupid on MLB's part. So that's actually one game I'm probably going to stay away from a little bit just for that fact, because an hour beforehand, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone on the Twins is like, what are we doing, guys? Come on, let's be smart about this. But until then, so the other stack you were talking about, you wanted the other Chicago team. So let's get rid of these White Sox here, gang, having an incredible matchup. Who do we have pitching for the Pirates tonight? I just want to double check.
Trevor Williams, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, he hasn't been good in a little while. So yeah, let's take advantage of him there. I mean, this is the really nice thing about the stack that we did over here with the White Sox is we can slide Wilson Contreras right in there. We can take Chris Bryant. We can pop him in right into that outfield spot. And now, I mean, if you want Kyle Schwarber in that outfield spot, if you want Ian Happ in that outfield spot, you got a bunch of money left over. I do really like the way you made this stack, Mitchell, and I think that's why you're a pro here, and we appreciate the hell out of you. How do you would you roll with the lineup that kind of starts like this?
Yeah, I mean, Javi's at 4,200, so I'm gonna have a pretty tough decision there. I mean, Tim Anderson, Javier Baez, 4,000, 4,200 are both. I like both of their matchups a ton, so I'm gonna have a tough time with these two stacks because my two favorite plays probably from both stacks are playing shortstop, and they're only shortstop eligible. So that's a little tough. But yeah, Chris Bryant 47, Rizzo at 46. You could put in instead of Abreu, and then go down to Schwarber still. So yeah, there's so much with these prices and the pitchers we pick. There's just so much flexibility that we can do, and obviously you don't have to pick the two Chicago teams for the stacks, but
exactly
just showing you how much different we can go just with two teams.
Just with these two teams with very, very favorable matchups. So I still like these pitchers. So let's get rid of these hitters for a second. Who are maybe let's see what we can do for the people. Maybe grab another team, another stack that we can build just to show everybody how, especially with the pricing we have on these pitchers, how fortunate we can become with maybe, one of these more high powered stacks and then maybe figuring it out and kind of putting together some lower level guys from another team.
Yeah, I'll roll one here. We'll go Judge.
Oh, all right. We're going Yankees.
Glaber.
They're playing Boston. I like that.
LeMahieu at 41. How much does that leave us?
Oh, position. Oh, stupid. Get out of here. LeMahieu is only. Oh, okay.
Second
base today. Okay. All right. We'll get it. And then there, I mean, we're still left with about 4K per.
Yeah, and then
might be hard to grab a Stanton there or something, but I mean, what about an Atlanta stack against Rick Porcello? We just saw what they did to him the other night. I mean, that's a possibility there, or even throw in some of those dudes from Cincinnati who've been lighting it up recently. How about one of those guys?
Let's see. I'm trying to get Atlanta pulled up here. There we go. What do we got left? Catcher and first base.
Got catcher, first, third, and a couple outfield spots.
Man, these Atlanta guys are high priced. Holy cow.
Yeah, I was gonna because they saw what they
Yeah,
did to Rick
they were
Porcello
like,
the other night.
yeah.
Let's if we hop
We'll go.
over
I'll go
to
Cincinnati.
I was gonna say if we hop over to Cincinnati, there's some room to work. I mean, we can put Eugenio Suarez in there at 4K. That barely takes down our remaining.
Senzel at
Yep,
3K.
right.
Castellanos at 4.
My goodness. Yeah, look at that. We still have first base and catcher left. I mean, you could throw Joey Votto in there for 41. And you can fill in that. You could put Tucker Barnhart down there. Who's catching for the Yankees actually? Is it Sanchez? I can't remember. Sanchez is out, so you're gonna pay down for catcher no matter what. So you can throw in. I mean, yeah, dude, that doesn't look too bad either. You can even probably move up. Maybe we can even fit a Judge in here, or I'm sorry, a Stanton in here as well. Depending on what we do with that stack. So I think
instead of Judge.
Exactly. Instead of Judge, Judge did hit that rocket last night to win the game for the Yankees. So that was pretty impressive. I was watching basketball when that was happening. So that is what it is. But again, with the pricing of these two pitchers in particular, you can do a lot of things with some of these stacks. So another thing I want to do, I just want to hop over to FanDuel for a second. So that way we can kind of just see what we got rocking with over here with some of these pitchers. Again, FanDuel figured it out. Luis Castillo's a little bit more expensive over here and understanding what he's doing.
Pitcher.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we're really heavy on him in DraftKings. He's probably going to be very, very high owned for considering what he is capable of doing. But you can still grab Lance McCullers here for 9K and you can still make a nice lineup. I mean,
I like Manaea down here at 75.
75. Yeah, you're right. I think he's 9K on DraftKings. So we can throw him in here. And again, it's the same thing over with these stacks. I mean, these Yankees bats are probably going to be a little less priced, which is kind of nice. Yeah, here they're much, much less priced. So you can really build a much bigger Yankees stack here, which is pretty nice. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do on both of these sites. And we're here to help a little bit. But really what we're here to do is, make sure to go over to Win Daily Sports. WinDailySports.com. We have all of our articles. We got free articles. We got premium articles. We change it up every day. We are always trying to help. We're always trying to put stuff together and get people to understand what the possibilities are. And Mitchell and I are here just to have some fun. So let's just fill out a little FanDuel lineup here, Mitchell. Who do you do we want to do 2 Chicagos again? What are you feeling for this stack?
We can. I mean, we can. They're really cheaply priced here too. Their cleanup hitter is 2,800. Yasmani Grandal is 2,800 on FanDuel.
Oh, I always forget that he's over there. That's too crazy to me. Yeah, he is a switch hitting catcher at $2,800. That's not too bad. We can. What's that rookie at? Do we got him? He's not even
Madrigal. He's got. Is he not on here? No way.
Doesn't even look like it. It doesn't even look like they brought him up here yet. Can still grab Tim Anderson, 3,100. Yeah, man. It doesn't look like
at 24 from the other Chicago.
How do they not have Madrigal on here? That's pretty disappointing. I was excited, man. All right, whatever. I mean, you can grab Adam Engel, number 8 hitter, whatever. But who did you say? I'm sorry.
Kipnis at 2,400 for the Cubs, the other Chicago.
Yes. Let's do both of our Chicagos here. All right. Jason Kipnis, man, I'm surprised that dude's still playing. I think that is freaking awesome. Good for him. You could throw him in there. I mean, and then we have so much money left over still. Yeah. This is just this is kind of unfair. You can build something nice here. Let's see. Let's throw in a couple more of these. Oh, we can put some of these big bats in here. We can put Kyle Schwarber right there. Get a little Javi, a little Chris Bryant. We can only put. Damn it, FanDuel! They only allow us to play 3, but that still gives us a pretty nice $4,000 per player left over. Man, you could pretty much do whatever the hell you want at that point.
Bellinger's
you want those Yankees bats?
So.
Yeah, let's throw a little Dodgers in there. This should be fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, this is unfair. Who can we get? Justin Turner, Ketel Marte. I wouldn't mind a little stack of him. Yeah. Who's our second baseman tonight for the Dodgers? Throwing Chris Taylor. Bang. That's not too bad, man. Still have $1,400 left over, so you can play around with that a little bit if you want to move up for a pitcher. It's a possibility, man, and it's a good day. It is a good day, man. So yes, make sure to hop over to WinDailySports.com. hang out with me, hang out with Mitchell in the Discord chat, all of our other friends over there as well. As you can see, we do a lot of stuff like this. The White Sox stack has been talked about all day in the Discord. Everybody's been hammering it. So that's probably where we might have picked up some of that information. But Mitchell, of course, where can everybody find you on the internet, bud?
At Mitchell101, THOENN on Twitter, and then Mitchell Tennis on Instagram, THOENNES, and then on Discord at BombCarlo15. That's my good usernames for all this good stuff, and I'll be hopping over there about as soon as we're done here.
Hopping over there, hanging out. I'll be in there for a little bit tonight as well. You can find me at Michael Raziel1. Make sure to follow us at Win Daily Sports. And again, come hang out with us at windailysports.com. We got all the articles. We got all the projections. Our projection model specifically for basketball actually crushed it last night. We had one of our writers hit the Millie Maker, but unfortunately he split it with a bunch of people. So it's still like 3K, which isn't too bad. But man, you're splitting that thing pretty hard if it goes from $1 million to 3K that quickly. So shout out to Draft Master Flex. And then also our NBA director who created the projection model, I think at one point was in the lead for DraftKings, or he was 1 point away for FanDuel, and he was 0.6 points away for DraftKings at the top of the Millie Maker list as well. But tonight is another night. As we talked about last night, there's at least 6 games playing basketball. We got a huge slate in baseball, so let's get it. And watch out for that Twins game, everybody. I have a bad feeling, a very, very bad feeling about that. So I am sorry, Mitchell, for your Twins, but hopefully everyone stays safe, everyone stays sane, and we appreciate the hell out of you all listening to us and hanging out with us. We appreciate you, and we hope you make it a very profitable night.